Welcome back to Crusader Kings 2, The Mad World. There is a channel update over on the second channel. Go check that out now. It's about the new series. I'm getting ideas for what is going to replace the Game of Thrones when that is wrapping up, which will be during this week at some stage. So go and have a look over there. As a lot of you pointed out, when we became Rhino II, there was a chance that I could have lost all the artifacts that we'd accumulated with Rhino II. Rhino the First. It's too many rhinos. With Rhino the First. Luckily enough, CK2's thought about that, and they actually gave us all of the artifacts that he had, you know, obviously accumulated over his very long life before we made him the head of the religion there. So what we probably want to do is actually give him the Philosopher's Stone back. That would give us a chance to get it for ourselves, which would mean, doing that whole event chain again, which was pretty cool. But it would also mean that this guy would, live to be immortal. He gets, obviously, the bonuses from that, the tax modifier, the health, everything. I think that's much better for him. So we're going to give him that back, because he earned that. That is his, that he got during his lifetime. And as the head of the religion, I feel like he deserves probably the most powerful artifact in the game. So he can have that back. Made the Filcret his primary title. That would make sense. Concubine. Oh, we've got a concubine. Gertrude. Sure. That's fine. That's a relief. Why don't we go ahead and see if there are any other gods that wouldn't mind being our concubine? Sounds a bit weird, but there's a possibility. We'll say join court, yes. We'll reset all. My concern is, though, the gods, the Norse gods, the Aesir, are most likely going to be old Nordic religion. So I don't think they're actually going to join our court at all. No, they're definitely not. Okay, let's go ahead then. Say married, no. Join court, no. Sort by stats again. Who have we got? We've got Donna, Princess of Asgard. She is actually Baldur's daughter, so she definitely won't join. We've got Ingeborg here. That's Baldur's sister, but I also think we can't buy a favor or invite her to our court in that method either, just because she's such a close relative of Baldur. What else have we got here? It's, look for anybody where we can't say, hey, she'll do. Ingeborg, Odin's daughter? Oh, right, this is Odin, this is Baldur's son? My great-grandfather Baldur. Yeah, okay, got it. This person we should be able to invite to our court then if we buy a favor, and actually we can get it to like her enough. Buy favor, yes, excellent. We'll try and get all of our concubines to be gods. My vassal, High Chiefess, Mikova of Finland is this huge challenge. Bring it. So, I didn't want to address this, but in between, I've recorded this episode once already. And, as you know, we're a werewolf, and one of the mechanics between werewolf is the dueling system. Every single vassal in the Empire challenged me to a duel. Every single one. Back to back. I set the laws so that these laws here, if we go down to these ones, you can change the time restrictions to prevent you being challenged to a certain amount of time. So, for example, if we go for this one, we can't get new challenges before we recover. This one prevents us from getting, they have to wait 3 years before issuing another challenge. Things like that. What happened was every single vassal was just dueling us over and over and over again. Nothing was changing, no matter what laws I affected, trying to restrict things. It was just constant battles back to back, and it was boring for me to play, and it would have been boring as hell to watch. So I've actually stripped out the combat system completely from the mod. I'm assuming it's a compatibility issue with Mythos and CK2+. I'm hoping that's the case anyway. Anyway, I've taken that out completely, so hopefully her telling us, or threatening to duel us, isn't actually going to go ahead with a duel. Let's keep the Finger of St. John. We can always send it to China. Speaking of which, we don't have any grace with China anymore, because obviously our last character still has it all. Our father still has the 15,000 grace with China. We actually can't send him anything. Why can't we send him anything? Is that all he's interested in? Weird. Okay, you think you'd be able to send him the Finger of St. John. Maybe you actually have to be part of that religious group to send the artifact. I've not really considered that before. That would be a good balance, I guess. Well, we could send him a book about demons, but we probably want to keep it for ourselves, let's be honest. What do we want to send him then? Pavel, Lord of the Lycan Empire. There you go. You can have my good friend Pavel. We don't really want to send him an artifact. We could kowtow. Excellent. Can we invite you to court? Now, let's finish off doing what I wanted to do with the concubines first. Awesome, we can. Yes. This is good. What was that? My son died in suspicious circumstances. Oh, my inbred mess of a son. Okay, I really don't care about that. What a shame. Now, we do want to focus on getting that godly heir. So, last episode I mentioned editing Mythos to to give a chance at somebody who's a demigod and a full-blooded god to have a full-blooded god child. I've done that. That's set up. That's ready to go. We're already married to a full-blooded god, Princess Linda there, or Empress Linda, I guess, of House Aesir. That's, was that Baldur's great-granddaughter? We're Baldur's grandson, so that's a bit odd, but our distant cousin of some description. So we are very, you know, pure-blooded god at this stage. We just still have the demigod trait. So it would make sense now if our next heir came out that full-blooded god. That's what we're looking on getting here. And hopefully with enough concubines, we can actually do that. The duel is still going through. That's making me really sad. Okay, let me just go ahead and make sure this is working for definite this time. After the defeat of Emperor somebody at the hands of the Protector General somebody, Carpathia has been dismantled. That's the important thing I want you to take away from that. 2 revolts? Okay. Well, let's deal with these revolts before we do anything else. They're fighting each other, you fools. Right, oh wow, what a mess that's made. Carpathia is gone, no more. Long live Carpathia. That's good for us, because it means we could just go ahead and conquest really everything if we wanted to. Ideally, we want to send China after the Seljuks, because they are ridiculously overpowered at this point. They're, like, ridiculously overpowered. How many men have they got? 250,000 men. Versus, they're fighting the HRE there for this single province in Ascalon. How many men do they have? They have 67,000 men. So the Seljuks are by far and large the biggest empire, without a shadow of a doubt. They also, I mean, the HRE, who are Lycan, and this guy's a Wilf, can't even hold a flame to them at this stage. We definitely want to dismantle them. We definitely want to do something about that before they come for us next, because we only have 77,000 men as well. That's definitely our next goal. Get China to dismantle the Seljuks. Obviously, we still got to get our god heir first, so let's focus on that. Okay, Monster Hunter Uprising. That's not good, because we are a monster, depending on who you ask. How many men have we got there? 28,000? That should be enough to deal with them. France? Latin Army. Why are they there? Great Holy War for Holland? You know what? I'll leave you guys to it. That's obviously the Filker. Our father has declared a Great Holy War. That's one thing we've lost the ability to do, making him a sort of, you know, making him a joint ruler of this empire, is that we can no longer declare Great Holy Wars. It's up to him. You know, we'll just let him do what he wants to do. It gives us something to do in the meantime as well. What is this? Since the incident some weeks ago, I felt uneasy. I took a walk along the coast to clear my mind and found a small village where people claim to worship the Old Ones, gods even older than those of the Fallen Seed of Faith. They invited me to join their rituals and showed me an old dusty grimoire, written by a mad Saracen. I must study this grimoire. Oh, what could this be? Intense study of the grimoire has gained me much knowledge. I've devised a ritual to awaken the most powerful of the Old Ones where he sleeps, dead but dreaming, in his watery tomb beneath the ocean. The cult has prepared a ritual attire and is gathering the necessary sacrifices. Tonight, he will wake. Emperor Rhino II of the Lycan Empire puts on a black robe and a wizened old hat. Okay. The cult has gathered for the ritual on the shore of the black and stormy sea. The chanting begins. I'm not going to try and read that. And in the depths of the dark waters, something stirs. My god, we're summoning Cthulhu. He comes, gain 100 piety and we die. Or, what have I done? I must stop this. Emperor Rhino II of the Lycan Empire commandeers a longboat. I steered the longboat through the raging waters towards the monstrous creature. It stood as tall as a castle tower, with the body of a man and the head of a great tentacled beast. I knew that I had awoken it from where it slept beneath the waves, that it was to end the age of man. There was only one thing I could do. Ramming speed. A fateful conclusion. Conclusion? Collision. Maybe a fateful conclusion as well. I awoke in my own bed, weak and sweating. The servants had told me they found me on the shore, naked and half drowned. I asked them about the creature and the ship, but they just looked at me with worried eyes and shook their heads. It seems I'm the only living witness to these events. I must put them to print. Gain 100 prestige on 1 learning. Or fools, I saved you all. Gain the trait Godslayer, giving the following effects. Martial +3, Intrigue +2, Personal Combat +4. I think I'll take the trait Godslayer. We're a god, werewolf, slayer of gods. We just killed Cthulhu. Godslayer, huh. And that is a permanent trait as well. I don't really know what to say about that. You know what? That's pretty good. I like that. You know, it takes a god to kill a god, and I feel like we did everyone proud there by not allowing Cthulhu himself to rise up from the waves, even though apparently it was our fault in the first place, but let's not worry about that too much. And, you know, everybody should be pretty thankful that we did that. Let's go ahead and deal with these monster hunters now before they kill me as well. Alright, there we go. Problem solved. Thank you very much. Put the troops back down. Excellent. Okay, back to, obviously working on our eventual heir. What happened to that god that we invited to our court? Did she disappear? I really hope not. Search all. Very, very strong and powerful lady. Gender, women. Gender, women. Married? No. Right, let's take a look here. Was that not her? Imperial? Courtier in the Lycan Empire? Yeah, there she is. So we want to take her as a concubine. Unfortunately, we don't have enough slots, I would assume. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and just get rid of anybody, to be honest with you. Set concubine aside. Thank you for your service. Goodbye. Yep. Who are you? Yo, you're pregnant, so I can't put her aside. And let's go ahead and see if we can take Ingeborg as our courtier. I can't believe that worked. That's awesome. Right, so we're looking for anybody that is anybody that's not related to the Emperor there. Rogunhilda the Shield Maiden would do wonderfully. She is a god, a warrior woman, prestigious bloodline, arcane master as well. Oh, she's barely going to have any fertility, though. If she's a warrior woman, that's minus 15% fertility. If she is arcane master, that's minus 40% fertility. So we'll see if we can find anyone else first. Gunnar, Princess of Asgard. It's a shame that she's Baldur's sister, or whoever. Who is in charge of Asgard right now? Valdemar, right. It's Valdemar's sister, so he definitely won't turn up. She's inbred, so I think we'll avoid her. Who's she? Guthrun. We've got Sif. Glod. Glod, you will do perfectly. Oh, she's another arcane master. I mean, you know what? I'm going to mark her as special interest. We could always find someone else. Freya? As in the... Oh, that is the god Freya. No, that's not going to work either. It's a shame we can't sort them by, you know, people we can buy favors from. That'd be useful. Great House? No, they're all Great House, obviously. Frigg? Who is this dragon? You're an incredibly powerful dragon. Frigg will do. Frigg Hustein's daughter, she will actually do pretty well. I'm going to assume Novice Mage doesn't affect fertility. She'll do. She's also a lunatic. A blessed one, if you will. By favor. Done. Creative Ivory for 800 gold. Sold. And invite to court. Yes, welcome to court. Alright, excellent. So we're married to a god, and we've got 2 gods as our concubines. That's pretty much going to exponentially increase the amount of gods on planet Earth, seeing as there are none yet besides the ones we are married to here. They're the only 3 gods on Earth, I should say, and then obviously our kids are going to be the next ones. Assemble the mob? Sure, why not? We'll burn down some trade posts. Now, what's happening with that Great Holy War? Is that still going? 0% war score. We've actually contributed the most with 8 points. Oh, for God's sake. We're actually going to have to help out with this, aren't we? Okay, let's go ahead and win over the Netherlands there. Yeah, let me join. She should show some more ambition. And let's go ahead and get the boats meeting us in our capital. Right, this would be pretty good, actually. Some random land. I wish you'd declared it for, like, oh, the HRE. We are at war with the HRE. I was going to say, I wish you'd declared it for a more appropriate province than these few provinces in the Netherlands that they still have there. But that's okay. That's fine. It's free land at the end of the day. We got a son. Oh, no. He was with our other concubine. Set her aside. Goodbye. No, you're no use to us. Right, we want to find another god now. Alright, who have we got? Bathilda is a warrior woman. Gila? She is Valdemar's sister. She will do. Rakissa will do. Yeah, okay. By favor. There you go. And invite to court. Thank you very much. Who is she? Nana Ingvar's daughter. Oh, right, I remember. We definitely don't want to marry her. Okay. Do you want to... Are you here? Invite to court? No. She's still considering our... Right, there we go. And we want to arrange... No, take as concubine? Why can't we do that? Am I blind? Take concubine. There we go. No, I'm just an idiot. Don't worry. I'm just an idiot. It's fine. Open council positions. Court chaplain. Let's get you proselytizing all those places I've missed. Well, there's quite a lot of places... Holy shit, we've got so much to proselytize. We might as well finish off our own duchy before we do anywhere else. My concubine is pregnant. My co-conspirator, Duke Polivus. Who are we killing? Oh my god, we're killing... Oh, whoa. course. King Owo of Venice. I trust her word. I believe that it's my child. I mean, if it comes out a full-blooded god, I mean, it might be or it might not be. Either way, that's a hell of a way to play as a full-blooded god. You have a new heir. You will now play as Duke de Trungus the Great. A tragic accident, of course. Terribly tragic. Poor King Owo, what's this? Right, get on the boats. And let's go ahead and put ourselves in charge of an army. Are we a good leader? We are. We're a very good leader. Put ourselves in charge of the army. We can have us on the center. We'll have Rhino and Rhino. And then we'll have Jonutis, our brother. He's like our bastard brother. Oh, no, our nephew, I see. And let's go ahead and sail down the Rhine. We can't sail down the Rhine. I feel a bit betrayed here. Okay, well, we'll go siege down Holland itself and then go and hit the capital afterwards, I guess. We don't need any more troops. Oh, those were retinues. Oh, God have mercy. I can't deal with this. Right, let's just go ahead and deal with everyone else. I suppose we'll start off by sieging the actual Duchy of Holland. I imagine that's worth some war score here. 8.74 holding. Holy shit. I finally stand before the destination of the Crusade with sword in hand. I'm ready to storm the walls of Holland. We gain the trait Valhalla Bound. Awesome. So that was something that came out in the last patch, actually. They added custom Crusader traits, if you want to look at it like that, for every religion. That's really cool. What did that do? I assume it's yeah, it's the same as a Crusader trait. Just looks nice. You can be my advisor, and here is a gift for your efforts. Now, we kind of slow this down because we are in the base game, and we need fort holding level of 6 or lower. I can't believe that. Let's send the boats back. We might as well just put them down, leave the troops there, and actually put the troops down later on. Why don't we go ahead and reinforce our retinues while we've got a shit ton of cash? We've got so much. This is going to be a huge retinue. What happened to my old retinue? Did I mean, I know I disbanded that small stack there, but was that the whole thing? Surely I had more men than that somewhere. Either way, that's going to be a huge amount of troops as well. Yep, good for the bishop. Thank you. We need more council positions. Spymaster, that'll do. A daughter named Kenna. Has it worked? Oh my god. Kenna the Elephant. Full-blooded god. The first of House Elephant to be truly considered that godly. Also happens to be an inbred lunatic. Well, you can't win them all. You are going to be called inbred. I'm gonna spell it like that because I think it gives it more class. Lunatic. Inbred lunatic. That actually sounds like a member of the Insane Clown Posse. Alright, you must attempt to save my inbred lunatic. Finding me is the only one we want. 82% war score. Good, good, good. Let's blast through this. If I could have a... We want it. To a valiant retainer. To myself. Do we want to take all the land or do we want to just give it away? A landless knight will be the independent ruler of all the lands taken in the Crusade. Absolutely. To a valiant retainer. Great holy war for Holland. There we go. We've made a new Nordic kingdom there. He's not a werewolf, but he is Lycan, so I imagine that has some effect. That looks cool. Holland, the Kingdom of Holland, that's something you don't see every day. Well, I'm going to have to march these troops all the way back now. I sent my boats back. Thank you for giving my daughter a second chance. I really wish you hadn't have, though. You probably should have just chucked her in the sea when I wasn't looking. I really wouldn't mind that much. Do we have a son this time that's preferably not an inbred lunatic? Strong claim on the Prince Bishopric of Paderborn. Oh, right, the Holy Site. No, we're really not interested in going to war with the HRE again. Well, we know we're more powerful than the HRE. I mean, that should be said, just looking at it here. The Seljuks is still public enemy #1. Actually, India has come together quite nicely this campaign. Wow, they've got a really powerful empire as well. The Western Protectorate is doing really well for itself. Although they don't really look it. Where is the actual Western Protectorate itself? Am I blind? What? Where are you? Where is your capital? Oh, right, they're just titular now. They've lost all their land. They're just taking tributaries, I see. Right, got it. What can we do then? We've had an Imperial coronation. Oh, we're uncrowned? You fool. I spent all my money on retinues and completely forgot to actually crown myself. Oh, well, there we go. That's solved that problem, I guess. Strong regulation law in the Filkerate. The church is taxing itself. Sure, why not? Okay, sure. This is fine. What we need to do, stop leading troops. We need to go ahead and probably take out a loan, I guess, so we can actually get coronated. We're called Emperor Rhino the Lionheart now. I mean, the Wolfheart probably would have been more appropriate, but we'll take the 1,000 gold just to be able to afford this. Oh, I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to switch out to the magic focus. When can we do that? 3 years? Holy shit, 3 years? Really? We've only been playing for 2 years? I suppose because I've already done this once, it feels like a lifetime. That's fine. We want to switch over to magic focus. We can start doing some alchemy, because that alchemy I'm missing it now. Let's put it that way. I'm missing it now that we can't do it anymore. It's going to cost me 2,700 gold. And that's it. That's all we need. My steward has bought me different books to help with my rulership. Hey, that's really cool. We haven't had this event yet. So we can get Direct Administrator, Stewardship +1, Domain Size +1. Vassal Administrator, giving Stewardship +2, Vassal Opinion +10. Orderly Administrator, less revolt risk, help with those monster hunters, and Stewardship +1. Or Building Administrator, build cost, build time, and Stewardship +1. Seeing as money and build cost, if we set it up right, is not an issue at all, I'm actually going to go with Vassal Administrator, and I think everybody should probably agree with me on that one, because that is a really good trait. Vassal Opinion +10 is really kind of overpowered a little bit. And our vassals love me. Look at this. Let's not spend our gold yet. Let's get Imperially coronationed. I must ask Phil Corinus. We're going to ask our dad, who hopefully will agree to it. It would be a bit shit if he didn't. To personally put the crown on our head. I'm pretty sure that's all he does. You know, leads the ceremony as well. But he pretty much puts the crown on our head. Excellent. My lord, I am very pleased with your invitation. I will be journeying back to my own house shortly. Lose how much? Lose 5,598 gold. You greedy shit. Well, that's old Rhino. If I see, I might edit in some, you know, 80s sitcom theme now. I'm not going to do that. That's too much work. I fear I will not be able to personally attend the coronation. An envoy in my stead will be sent as a representative of the Kingdom of Holland. Well, I see how it is. That's really rude, actually. I can't believe that. We get you an entire kingdom and you can't even be bothered to turn up. We gain the trait crowned. We gain the trait proud. The tradition faction is improved. And we reduce imperial decadence. That's pretty important. And 500 piety, like the festivities commence. Excellent. Wonderful. Brilliant. Fantastic. What else can we do then? So realistically, we still have to craft the crown jewels, the armor, the weapon, things like that through the league. Are we part of a society? Oh, we can join the Yoms Vikings. Sold. I want to be part of the Yoms Vikings for Odin. Excellent. So we haven't seen any of these yet. Request military training. Name a squire. So that's essentially like our trade apprentice, I assume, right? So let's go ahead and... Trade master? Oh, right, trade master, because we do still have the trade league mod, you fool. Ingeborg, with your 40 stewardship. My insane lover, Ingeborg. You'll do perfectly. We want to set a... what is it? We want to set a squire. There we are. No valid candidates. Oh, shit. Okay. I see we need a young boy for that. What are the valid candidates? Male, greater than the age of 6, but younger than 16. So yeah, a young boy to be our squire. Okay, well we can't do that quite yet, but we could request military training, see what that does for us, seeing as we are a misguided warrior, so that would make sense. Request military training. Mark that special interest. We need a fervor of 100, which is the currency used in the Yoms Vikings by the looks of it. Okay, awesome. Nothing but lies and slander. I don't know who's slanging us off, but somebody is apparently. Oh, my gold. Oh, right, I remember, because our dad took it all. Can we... Is there any chance we could have that back? What did he do with it? Just lost it, I assume. That's just gone for good. Okay. Do we want my niece to marry the Prince of... Where? The Prince of where? Central Africa. Okay, sure. That's absolutely fine. I don't know why it was... Oh, Canem? Was it Canem? Yeah, okay, it was. Good. Yeah, that's a fine ally to have. Why not? Let's hope so. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. I accept your suggestion that Lamia and Prince... That man, get married. Absolutely. Now, we haven't had a son yet. That's a bit worrying, seeing how long we've sort of waited for this. What does our wife think of us? Not too much of a fan. Oh, I can't even send her a gift. Oh, they're all different religion, aren't they? Because they're old Nordic. And we are new Nordic. Oh, wait, she's not a different religion. Wait, some of the Aesir themselves converted to being modern Norse? I guess maybe some of them enjoyed the fact that we were keeping things fresh on the earth. And I guess a lot of them were traditionalists in that sense. Didn't really care what humans were up to. Or at least demigods. Fate gods, maybe. Crowned. Diplomacy +2. Church opinion +10. Vassal opinion +10. Our vassals must absolutely adore us at this stage. Yeah, look at that. That's really, really good. Got a nice stable realm. And that means we can push through laws that they'll hate. Medium crown authority? Yeah, I agree. We could also change our legal system to Corpus Iris Canonici. I think is how you say that. Give him more feudal vassal opinion. What does that do? Domain size +2 vassal limit. So we're gonna... Oh, we just get 1 extra domain size. That could be ideal. If we really wanted to take a lot of land, we could. Throw him in the deepest dungeon and let him rot, because we had the trait just fine. I think our main focus right now should definitely be... Council's content? Should definitely be this one here. should definitely be the one to become magic, get our alchemy trait back together, so that we can actually spawn in some gold and not be bankrupt for our entire time. Interestingly enough, our father, Filka Rhino, is declaring war for Venice. He wants to become king of Venice. That's pretty cool, that Venice is going to become the Norse holy site, where the equivalent of, obviously, the Pope lives. That's awesome. Good for you, Filka Rhino. I'm glad you're still doing things while you're retired, technically. Sort of, but not really. Greetings, Recruit Rhino. In these times of calm and peace, one must think about their soul. Meditations and prayers are essential for any practitioner of the Fallen Seed of Faith. I highly recommend you use this time for the most efficient... I give up. I quit reading. May Odin watch over you, War Chief Kolbjorn. I have some bad news, Kolbjorn. Odin's not around anymore. Should I tell him? Odin's dead. Wait, what does that mean we have to do? What do we do with this? What is our job? Is there a decision menu, maybe? It's actually not. Well, I don't really know. Oh, focus on theology. I see. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry. I want to focus on magic eventually. How long have we got for that? Autosaves. Whenever you're ready. And now, it was 3 years ago. What felt like 3 years ago. Let me get an actual date here. 2 years' time. Okay, fine. When I was walking around, I noticed that Elvunda was stalking me with a feral hunger in her eyes. I barely managed to lose her, but something tells me that I barely survived this encounter. She's some sort of predator. Werewolf, vampire, something. Probably a werewolf, I'm going to assume, basing that she's got Lycan culture, although we haven't ever seen that event before. She might just be a werewolf. Oh, they rejected the Crown Authority law. Really? I thought my council were loyal. They are loyal. Returning a favor to Elder Victus? Let's not worry about that.